Feels like I'm putting out Devon Larratt videos every 10 minutes right now, probably because I am. But new stuff is just constantly surfacing, and I might as well ramble about it. Devon just posted a new PR on his pronation lift. He ended up hitting 161.25 pounds, and I gotta say, it did look way easier than when he hit the 160. It looks like his taper that he just started might be working after all. Let's take a look at the lift.
Okay, 161 and a quarter. Oh, so easy. Did you see that?
Oh, Levon, you screwed up. You screwed up. I'm gonna crack your wrist, buddy.
So initial reaction is that was pretty impressive. When we saw Devon's 160 lift from a few days ago, it really did move a lot slower than I would have hoped, and his arm angle opened up quite a bit. But now, Devon has increased the weight, and it moved super easy without his arm angle opening up at all. So it looks like maybe Devon's taper is working as well as he hoped it would, and as soon as he got rid of the crazy high levels of volume, all of his lifts just started to shoot up. Now the other thing I did notice right off the bat is the angle that Devon's forearm is in relation to the ground. At first, it looked to me like Devon's forearm angle is steeper than it normally is, especially when we compare it to the lifts he did a long time ago. Now I do think that his forearm angle is steeper than some of the past lifts, but perhaps not steeper than the most recent one where Devon's arm opened up. If we compare it to that one, it does look pretty close, and the camera is steeper on the 160 lift, so it's hard to tell for sure what his forearm angle is. Now there are a few reasons that could potentially explain this even if the angle is steeper. Firstly, it wouldn't make that much sense that his angle would get a ton steeper since, as far as I know, he's always using the same karate belt for this lift. He's just adding plates on top of the stack that's already there. And since that karate belt stays the same length, you would think that this would help keep the lift somewhat consistent. Devon is already squatting probably about as low as he can, and he'd just have to get even lower to cheat the angle by a large degree. However, maybe he's just using so much weight at this point that he's been stretching the belt out over time. That would be pretty funny. Another way to look at this is that Devon's steeper angle is a good thing. This just means that he isn't getting ripped open like he was with the 160. Now his angle is staying locked, where formerly it was getting ripped open, and this indicates that he has a lot more left in the tank. And I'm not sure how I feel about looking at it this way. In one way it makes sense, but on the other side of things, I do think that ideally you have perfect consistency in your lifts whenever you can. And I'm also assuming that Devon watches the videos of his lifts and can see that the angle is steeper, so if he wanted to change it, he could. Obviously he knows what he's doing, but it does feel like his lift has gotten just a little bit easier every time we've seen it. But maybe it is just the camera angle, who knows. And lastly, in this video, Devon throws a few more shots at Levon. He says that Levon missed his mark, that he failed to hit his numbers he needed to during his prep, and by now it's already too late. Devon is saying that he's by far the strongest he's ever been, but Levon is at least a few percentage points off of his peak. It really is starting to look like everything that could possibly be going in the favor of Devon is doing so. But let me know what you guys think about this lift. Like I said, I do think that it's really impressive considering how easy it looks, but I'm still a little bit skeptical about the forearm angle.